For the slow smoke, I'm doing Robbie's rub here. Little dry mustard. This pulls all the flavors together. Little cayenne for heat. Little marjoram. Again, marjoram and thyme really work well together. They're classic combinations. Little coriander. Again, thyme. Flavor it adds. Little paprika for color. Little celery salt. You can use regular salt, and I'm going to use that too, but I love the flavor of celery salt. Classic hickory. Works really well on the grill. And that's what barbecuing is all about. Garlic powder. Little pepper. A little salt. Now, dry rub is complete. But experiment with flavors. If you'd like it a little hotter, a little sweeter, that's up to you. Experiment with your rubs. Now, want to see my butt? Now this is a Boston butt. Very inexpensive cut of meat, lots of marbling and lots of connective tissues that have to break down. Dry rub all in here. We're going to break down some of this tissue, but it's going to be smoked over a long period of time. Why am I using gloves? Cayenne and paprika really stain your hands. So it's always a good thing to use gloves to protect them. Now, remember I called this a Boston butt before? It really isn't a butt. It's from higher up on the pig. It's a shoulder cut. Now, making sure I get all of the dry rub in here because I'm actually starting to break it down a little bit. Pock marks the meat and it starts to break it down, but you want to rub it all in there. Just get in there with your hands. Feel free at this point.
You might want to do some of those outdoor activities you've been saving up.
Now this is a tough cut of meat. I'm gonna slow smoke this over a long period of time. It's gonna be tender and juicy. It's literally just gonna start falling apart. It's gonna be beautiful. Now into the fridge for 4 hours. This can stay up to a day. Not a problem whatsoever. The longer the better. My dry rub Boston butt. Been in the fridge for about 4 hours. All those flavors now have come together. The heat, the smokiness, all of those things are here now. Now what I want to do, and this is a little secret, okay? I've left it out for 45 minutes. I want the internal temperature to be about the same temperature as the outside. Let me just show you this drip pan. It's going to catch all of the fat. This is an incredibly fatty cut of meat. So just get that on as far away. We've got two classic combinations here, hickory and mesquite wood. That's gonna flavor this meat perfectly. Want to slow smoke this, 200 degrees Celsius, 100 degrees Fahrenheit. Now this is gonna take about 5 hours. I'm gonna show you the vinegar base first. Little vinegar, little brown sugar for sweetness. Now at this point, just want to get a little whisk in here. Start dissolving that sugar nice and easily. Now a little ketchup. Little chili here for heat. Now you can use as much or as little as you want at this point. I'm going heavy because I want this nice and piquant. Little whack of salt, whack of pepper. Mix, 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 mix. Wow, the brown sugar and the ketchup really have come out, but over a period of time, the hot chili flakes are gonna really give it a good punch. This is a classic vinegar-based sauce, and this can last forever in your fridge. Wow, look at this. 2 hours and it's really looking good. All my wood, all that smoke's died down now. Look at all that stuff down there. All of that is the fat that's dripped off of the pork into the dripping pan. No flare-ups. It's all down there. Now remember that sauce I made a little earlier? Vinegar-based one? What we like to do now is just mop our meat. Want to do this every half an hour or so? I have a gas barbecue, and it's really easy for me to control the heat. But for those of you who have a charcoal grill at home, you have a greater chance of drying the meat out. So it's really important for you to mop or baste in between. Wow, this has been about 5 hours now. And if you can pull the pork off, like I just did, that means it's done perfectly.